Okay, so our final performance of the night, and was it a big one? Renzo.
Yes, it
Renzo
was.
was tasked with the impossible task, I think. That's a huge
Yeah.
shoes to fill with Dream On by Aerosmith. It's one of the biggest songs, and everyone knows that. Everyone knows that what happens at the end of this song. I said those, and so I went right into the performance. I said those dadgum ears. Stephanie, I will tell you, inner ears are sometimes your worst nightmare. They will fall out at the most inopportune time. But the thing is, Renzo is the consummate professional. He didn't miss one beat.
Yeah.
He didn't even make a frowning face. I mean, he even got twisted around. Like he just like this.
Yes.
And whoop,
yes.
And then, but never stopped. Never stopped.
Yes.
I don't know. I said his pitch through the was he a little sharp in the verses? I don't know. I
don't think so.
I said I think the song is a little out of his range. Now, this is, of course, me writing this before he did what he did at the end. I said, he can sing it. I said, but I needed, and I hope this makes sense, I needed a little bit more James Brown to the Steven Tyler. Like, I needed a little bit more in his voice. Like, that's what I needed for this song. Because I didn't want him to do Steven Tyler. I wanted a little bit more James Brown holler in it. I said, okay, never mind. The end. I said, that's what I was looking for. I said, go straight on through, sir. I said, next.
Go straight
on through. I said, because what you did there at the end, and he was the closer, y'all. I mean, you know how the voice does.
That's right.
And I just was like, okay, what I got at the end, he saved it. Renzo again. The best singers have you leaning on the edge of your seat. Like, what are they about to do? What are they about to do? Are they going to do it? It's going to come in the song. Here it goes. It's like the Minnie Riperton Loving You. Is it going to happen? Like, are you going to do it? Is it going to be ridiculous? Of course, 4 octaves higher than that. But he said, Draymond. I said, okay, straight on through.
There you have it.
That's what I was looking for. And so that's why my notes went null and void, because he gave it to me at the very end, as he should have.
That's right. And that's why my face was kind of like, because my worry with this song was that it was going to be too screamy too soon, and that we weren't going to get a proper vocal at all. Like that he was just going to be very screamy throughout the whole thing, and I did not want that for him, because we get built-in scream at the end, and I was like, America needs to hear your voice. And already, Aerosmith is, they sing, but they ain't singers like that, so I was like, he's a hollerer, but I wanted to hear Renzo sing, and he did that in a really smart way at the top of the song. He was giving me just enough of the grit and enough of the rock vocal, but he was still giving me vocal, and I was like, yes, this is perfect. This is what I want. And then once you get to the back half, you know what you're going to get. And even the way he executed that, screams can sound messy, y'all. Screams can actually just sound like screams when it's done just as a scream. And it was interesting. He was able to scream and still make it sound musical, which was
exciting.
It was exciting, and it was exceptional. It was more because that part just kind of gives you free reign to just but the way that he did it, I was like, why does this still sound musical? This is absolutely amazing. So for being a closer, for being this song, for being Aerosmith, for being such an epic song, I thought that he executed it impeccably.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
It was great. It was great. I didn't think he was going to give me what I wanted, and then at the very last 10 seconds of the song, I was like this in my chair, like
yes.
There's so many songs I want to hear this man sing, but we can talk about that later.